crooked. Oh, guys. I swear, it's really hard to see the camera when you're setting up because everything is blurry and blacked out on YouTube. Did I overcompensate? Yes. One more time. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It might, yeah, I think that's the mat. That might be a little bit wonky there. There we go. Yep, a red mat. I'm going to pull her back a smidgen. Right there. Okay, right on. Happy Monday, week 4. We have a lot of stuff going on today. We're trying out some new moves. I wanted to go over the band stuff first, just because some of the moves really cannot be done with an exercise band if you're in the same position. So hopefully everyone is ready for this. I love a full day of back, full day of chest. I love full day muscle groups because we can really focus on that one particular area. So dumbbell pullovers, we've done those on the ground before. I have my dumbbells set back here. Who's here? Hey, Gibber. Right on. I saw you, Trish. You're going to be with us for spin on Wednesday and Saturday. So that's awesome. Glad to have you back. You're probably not coming tonight. There is a couple bikes still open, but before then, let's lift some weights. I'm just going to show you guys for the pullovers with the bands. Again, if you can't attach a band behind you, we don't expect you guys to be able to do that. This is a bit of a thicker band. This is a pull-up assistance band. I'm using that one today. If you have the ones with handles, you might be a little bit more comfortable, but I'm moving it around 1 foot only because this band is pretty heavy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that back and then bring it forward to chest. So as you guys know, this is an exercise that you can use either for chest or back. We're going to use it for back to start with, and I really want you to think about trying to warm up those lats, okay, pushing the back into the ground. I just wanted to show you that one before we actually get started. We have another one that we're going to be doing with dumbbells on the floor, and it's interesting. Again, always trying to throw in some new moves, especially because we are just dealing with dumbbells in these series. Again, when we move out and have other apparatus and stuff like that, we can get a little bit more stable in some of the movements, but we're going to mimic a lat pull down on the floor with some dumbbells. So we can't do it properly with a band if it's not attached to anything. So once we get to that alternating lat pull, and this is exercise number 6, what I'm going to ask you to do for the people with the bands, you're going to extend your arms up. Let me get down on a knee here so you can see my arms. So your arms are going to stay extended. Now it's the same thing that we're doing with the dumbbells. It is an alternating move. So this is my right hand. This is my left hand. I'm going to stabilize my left hand, pulling down and out with the right. Come back for full extension on the right. Lock in that shoulder so it can stabilize as the left pulls down and through. So I'm going to give you a back view on there. It's really about a mind to muscle connection on this, right? So this is my right hand. I'm going to lock in that left, stabilizing at the shoulder. You're going to pull that elbow and try and connect to the lat, full extension of that right, and then working the left side. So lat pull downs on a cable machine, one of my super favorites. I actually really like this one with the band, but it is a neat move to actually do on the floor as well. We'll get there. So I just wanted to show you kind of what we're doing with the moves. When we are doing tip over moves, same as before, I'm just going to get you guys to stand in the center of your bands, and then we'll either do one arm or two. It's up to you. Cheryl is protecting the nation's capital today, so she's not here. And I know she's actually on training today with her crew, so I don't even think she's able to join us on the live, which is okay. She'll get to it when she gets to it. I know she likes lifting weights, right? So what time are we at? I know I'm buzzy today. 10:13. So good. I wanted to come on a little bit sooner just to kind of show you what you guys will be up to if you are using the bands. I'm curious, do we still have a good group of you using the bands? Have you guys transitioned over to dumbbells? I'm not 100% sure. Sticking with the dumbbells, I'm ready to lift today. I have good energy. And you know, for back, I love going me a little bit heavy. I just want you guys to make sure that when you do start the first round, which is a dumbbell pullover, you guys can use your benches, chairs, or what I'm going to try and do today is use my body. So if I have my dumbbell or my band in my right hand, my right foot's kicked out of the way, I'm going to forward fold, locking my shoulders front forward, and then pulling in towards my hip. And I just want you guys to see from this angle, Okay, one of the common mistakes is people open up that shoulder of the moving arm, keep that shoulder locked and forward, and just focus on squeezing that back muscle. So we'll do those, right? Those are going to come a little bit later on, but we are going to start with the dumbbell pullovers. So same thing. Let me move this a little bit closer. We still want to go with a warm-up round on this. So if you guys want to come on down to your mats, you can grab your bands if you want. Let me move this actually the reverse direction. I have some dumbbells on the floor. I'm going to start with a 25. We're going to keep ourselves on the ground for this one. I'm going to put the dumbbell front forward right here. So I have a couple heavier ones in the back of me here. This one isn't hips elevated. It's just keeping your body flat on the ground. So let me start the timer right here. It'll give us 15 seconds to set up. So remember, I showed you this, whether you're looping it on your foot. If we have the dumbbell, okay, I'm going to grab that dumbbell. I'm going to put my palms under it, lay down one vertebrae at a time. That is going to come back behind and open up and through. So again, we talked about this before. If you guys do have a bench, you're going to get a nice depth of the dumbbell past where I have to terminate here. I want you to focus on your lats right now, right up in here. Okay, so we're starting with this one as a warm-up. So I really want you to push your shoulder blades down deep in towards the floor. Keep a soft bend in your elbows. And just kind of feel that open up. You're going to get a little contraction at the top with your chest. So we're going to inhale. Oh, there, I hit the ground on that one. I know, again, if you do have a bench, you can put your head right at the edge of the bench, and then you can see the butt end of your dumbbell would be able to go a little bit further. When you're done that first round, dumbbell to chest, sitting up and through. So that was a good start. I am going to grab 30s. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of these, swing it around. I'm not rushing because these dumbbells are a little bit heavy to maneuver around. So same thing with you guys. Don't rush on this. Push those shoulders down deep and the shoulder blades into the mat. So you really want to feel a lot of connection with your back in towards the floor. So again, we're going to inhale, bracing that belly up and through, and you're going to, again, finish off with a little bit of a chest contraction at the top. So hopefully you're starting to get a little bit warm, right? It's going to warm up those shoulders as well. Last week of the program. And I see people are making their way through. So I'm glad that we do have that week break, right? It's going to give you guys a little bit more time to catch up. Terminate top chest, up and through with all of the workouts. And again, don't feel rushed. If we start the holiday hustle and you're still working on Live, Laugh, Love, you just continue on with the program. Absolutely. Holiday hustle a little bit longer. Round 3 on this. A little bit longer, right? 45-minute programs, but only 3 days a week. We're kind of buffering around when those holidays will be hitting later on in December. So you have lots of time to catch up. We're going to inhale and exhale up and through. And again, working with some people on this platform, we're kind of playing around with spin, virtual spin, and seeing how we can kind of get that out on a platform. I could easily do it on a YouTube platform, but I could not really have music attached to it. So up and through to squeeze. Again, I'm going to keep this on my chest. After this, we're going to move into some rows, some bent over one arm rows. Okay, so we're going to bring this up. Again, shoulders go down, rear shoulders push the floor, as does the scap. We're going to inhale as the dumbbell comes down. Exhale up and through to contract. Right on. Inhale. Up and through to exhale. So it's going to take a lot of core strength too, right? Making sure that you feel braced. Right on. And then you can really feel that weight, especially if you're using that dumbbell, right? As soon as you're trying to pull up, the band is almost opposite because it's pulling you forward because it's going back towards your foot. So again, if you did have an attachment point behind your head, that would be a great way to mimic this exercise. Inhale. Exhale up and through. Great warm up. I love starting off with these pullovers. So let's just finish that one off. Drop it to chest and then sit up and through. So we're going to go into those bent over one arm rows. And we're just going to slay back and forth on these. So let me move these out of the way. I'm gonna start with a 25. It's gonna be in my right hand. Left foot forward, right foot back. This is the one where we're gonna tip at the hips. You can use your leg to stabilize with the hand, forward fold, and then pulling that elbow in towards the spine, right on. So again, I wouldn't have normally started with a 25-pound dumbbell if this would have been our first exercise round. Definitely would have started with a warm-up round. Slow and steady wins the race on this one, especially if you're going for it. Mitch and Steph, right? Up and through, slugging around some heavy weights on this one. Steffi, I know she's going to love this. Us and our back meet. We go way back, don't we? Up and through. Back is such an important muscle to work on, not just for posture and strength, but just even having the volume. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit here. Inhale to exhale to up and through, right? So things that I see when I tuck the tailbone, roll up, and then we'll just flip it over. So this is my left hand, right foot forward, left foot back. I'm going to hinge at the hip, keeping my spine strong, pulling my head back between my shoulders so it's not deeking forward. And again, as far forward folding as you can go. Let's pull that up into the hip, keeping the elbow close to the body. So I really like keeping that back muscle. And back for me is a muscle, if I don't work it out, it really evaporates quite quickly up and through. And I really like having all of the things I already mentioned, but I also like having the structure in my back as well, right? Inhale to exhale. I love to have the lats, all the mid back. Just makes everything feel tighter, stronger back there. And you guys know I love me a good back muscle. Inhale to exhale, up and through, elbow right tight in, and just going slow and controlled on this one. And I'm wondering, tuck in the tailbone, roll it up, if anybody wants to try and go heavier on round two. I'm going to go to 30s, but I'm going to use the bench, aka the chair, for this because it's going to help stabilize me a lot more. So I get a nice forward fold, chest up, and then again, pulling that back behind. So if you can just keep pulling, your spine in line, making sure that your spine is nice and long, your gaze is down but slightly forward, and I'm exhaling as I pull up, or holding my breath, and then inhaling as the arm releases back down. Okie dokie, 30 pounds starting to feel you here. I swear my triceps are still sore from last week. I'm not sure what we got into, but holy cannoli. But again, is it tough to lift heavier on these pulls? Yes, but it's such a different feeling, right? It's just like, it's hard to move, right? It's like hard to move up and through versus those shoulders. Oh my word, those shoulders. I'm going to tuck this in over here. I'm just going to take this on an angle right here. That's all I need. My hand's still underneath my shoulder, forward fold. Left hand has that dumbbell. And again, just really trying to find that back muscle to squeeze it. I want you guys to think mind's a muscle today, because I know a lot of the time back is a tough muscle for people to connect to, right? And if we're not connecting to it, it's not necessarily doing what we need it to do, right? We need to feel that working muscle group. I know it's, shoulders easy. I can feel them burn. Legs easy. I can feel them burn, tucking my head back and through. Feeling the forearms work on this, right? This is where we're uncomfortable because it is heavy. Now it is heavy. We are lifting heavy objects right now. Roll it through. For me, the heavy is harder than the burn. Like the heavy is like, oh my Lord. I'm going to keep with the 30s. I'm not going to go up to 35s. I'm going to grab that with my right hand. Left hand on the bench, left foot forward, right foot back. So again, it's a forward fold, super straight spine. Make sure your shoulder stays back and engaged. We're going to take an inhale, exhale, pull it up and through. You got her. So it was a good weekend around here. Everybody got their stuff done, I think. Danny had a ring tournament. Bonner was making movies. Yeah, he was on iMovie with his friends, and they were designing some sort of movies. Up and through, we got to talk to the J-Man, my eldest son, on Sunday. He's slaying life over there. So inhale to exhale to big pull. Cheryl and I had fleeting moments. It was one of those weekends where like everybody was going in a different direction. servicing children. Up and through. Oh, my triceps are starting to go on this one. Almost there, team. Almost there. Tuck at the tailbone, roll it up. Left side. My palms are sweating. I know, like I can see my palm print on the bench. Starting to feel like it's getting a little bit pumped though. Mama likes. Left hand has the dumbbell. Right foot forward. Right arm is supporting. Chest up, head back, and then just pull into hip for set 3 of 4. Right? I love staying in these one arm rows and just kind of breaking them out in a 8 pack. Starting to feel this shoulder, the stabilizing arm on that right side. So just enjoying all the muscle groups working. This is our last week on this program. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Up and through, right? Always looking for tips. What would you like to see coming up next and some of the stuff that we'll be offering? Are you liking these 4 week at a time, like 20 pack programs? Up and through. I know life's busy, but if you ever get a chance, we love to see your comments. Chris Morissette's been doing a great job at tracking all of her weights too. Trish, I know you're doing that too. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm talking myself into it, guys. Yeah. All right, right hand, left hand stabilize. 7 of 8 on this one. And then we're going to move to one of my favorite moves. I know. Of course, it will be the gorilla row. Freaking love the gorilla row. It gets my legs burning. I can feel my glutes and low back working. And then I get to get those big pulls off of those dumbbells. So when you're doing the gorilla rows, if you can't get those dumbbells right down to the ground, feel free to put them up on a chair or on a bench. So you're not pulling off the floor, you're pulling off something a little bit higher. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see when I set you up for those rows. And stabilizing the shoulder. Woo. Yes, sir. Come on up. Okay, one more round. Let's do this. Woo, big breath in. I know the forward fold with the big pulls on weights really gets my heart rate up. So right foot forward, left foot back, chest up, tipping at the hips, and then really leaning front forward, trying to get that nice parallel torso to floor if you can. Last one for these. These are a staple for me. I was talking to my client on Friday. She came here for a workout. We were doing some stuff, and I'm like, man, there's 2 things that I would choose for biceps. There's certain staples. Always doing hammer curls. Always doing bicep curls. When I'm doing arms, bent over one arm rows. When I get a chance to do full body back with you guys, because it does take up a couple cycles, right? Always want to do these. And have a little bit more freedom too with those 45-minute trains. Inhale to exhale to up and through. Okay, man, I want that down. Gorilla rows. So if you can't get all the way down to the ground and pull from here, you can always put your dumbbells a little bit higher. You could use your bench. I'm gonna start with some 22.5s. Right, I'm gonna put these on the red mat. Let me move these guys out of the way for a sec here. I'll just bend at the knees. All right, gorilla rows, dumbbells are in the front portion, here to here, and we're just pulling up and through. So we have that nice deep squat. Again, the back is flat, really sitting into the heels, really feeling the glutes and hips. Get a good work on this. Always get a good stretch in the hips. So you can see why this might be a little bit much for some of us, right? Right, that low back hinging. So lifting load from low down on the floor with a forward fold, not always doable. So instead, what you can do is just put these dumbbells on a higher surface instead of all the way onto the ground. This one always gets me so sweaty. I like the 22.5s. I feel I want to go for it though. I'm going to grab some 25s. We will put it right next door to the 22.5s. Okay? You guys are neighbors. If things don't work out with the 25s, let's go here. Up and through. I think things will work out with the 25, right? Because what do I tell myself? It's only 45 seconds, right? You get one chance to work back. Out of the whole week, this is my only opportunity to work on a big back muscle pull. We have a lot of big programs this week. So that's the talk, right? I get one chance, that's it, to work on my back. I'm feeling good today. How are you guys doing? Right, on those days that are rock star days, I want to push us. I want you to push yourself, always safely, but that's when maybe we can squeak out a weight that's a little bit heavier. Check out the tailbone. You never want to stand up with those dumbbells either. Make sure that you keep them on the ground. All right, 22.5s. It's been a slice. We're going to try 30s on this one. Okay, if it doesn't work out with the 30s, nice and low. And again, pulling up into hip. The wider you go with your foot stance, the easier it's going to get closer to the ground. Whew. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. Oh, my rear delts. Remember what we did back in rear delts last week? Can you see now with these moves why they are so complementary? You got the grunting going here, guys. Sorry. Sit easy though. Stay tough. Feeling good though. You know when you get into the workout sometimes? Check out the tailbone roll up. You get into the workouts. 25s, I love you. Right? But you gotta go. I'm gonna try some 35s here. When the workout's there, back is feeling good. Oh, I wonder, guess what Cheryl did this weekend? She made more, well, actually, you know the process. It started out last week. She made more dehydrated grapes, aka raisins. So we had some of those in our oatmeal today. Maybe it's the raisins. Harold, these raisins, they're superhuman raisins. All right, trying to hinge back. Looks like I'm doing a side split. I got to sit back into that booty, right? Trying to stay low. Ooh. Just give her, right? You want to build that muscle. I get stronger, right? One rep to each machine build, girls and guys and people. Tuck your tailbone, roll it up. I like it. Okay, we're gonna move on to some hyperextensions. I gotta get all this stuff off my mat right now. And I'm gonna move this up to here because we do have something coming. Hyperextensions, real quick. Cheryl would be shaming me right now, and I would very much deserve it. We're on our tummies. We're gonna look up and then come back down. If both are too much, you can keep your head on the ground, lift your legs, or you can just lift your head off the ground, or if you want, you can just hold it. So we're working that lumbar, right? You can feel that upper booty, right? If you push down into that, like if one side's tighter than the other, I'm gonna have to get a lacrosse ball in there. Interesting. That's the side that I've been having a little bit of a go with on my lower back. So again, trying to peel those thighs off the ground, gazing up. Whew, I'm shaking, guys. Oh yeah, twitching. Right on. You can push up to child pose too if you want. I think I want a little bit more cushion on my hip and pubic bone. So I'm just going to take that in here. Not too high because I don't want to be bobbling on that area. But just it's really pushing into the ground. So again, I'm going to look up. That's much better. So you can go down, resting your forehead, toes down, up. But again, we're really peeling off the thighs, and your eyes should be leading the up movement. You can squeeze your shoulder blades, but relax your shoulders down from your ears. Man, I can feel all of that work that came well before this. Really use that backside chain to do a lot of those other lifts before. So yeah, I really have not felt the hyperextensions feel like this. Probably in the last couple programs, a full body vibration here. So again, shoulders down, but shoulder blades in. Gaze is up, and again, trying to pull those legs up as high as we can. A little bit of child pose if you need. Have dumbbells on my toes. You can shift from side to side. Definitely feel some tightness in that muscle. That's what I want. I want to work that low back. Got lots of people messaging that low back is just such an issue. Right? We gotta get it stronger. Make those muscles stronger. Shoulders down, scaps in. And again, your focal point is, can you peel your thighs off the ground. Okay, this is 3 of 4 for this one. How you guys doing? Try not to bend at the knees, okay? Keep the legs straight and then try and elevate the quads while peeling that upper body. Again, lots of modifications. If you want to go up, go down on this. If it's building up a little bit too much in that spine muscle, you can take a little break, right? I don't feel my spine's at risk though. I can feel the muscles. They're tight. They're working. But I certainly do not feel like there's going to be any sort of a pull strain. Nothing like that. Pushing up and through. Right? It's those, what does this feels uncomfortable, but is it dangerous uncomfortable or working uncomfortable? This is the last one. And then those of you who are using bands are going to stand up because we'll be moving on to the lat pull downs next. Bring it up. I have the dumbbells set in front of me. I will have to do a little bit of a switch-o, change-o on it. You're going to want to have 2 dumbbells in front of you. This may not be ASMR for some people. We're going to be dragging the dumbbells out and through to get that contraction in the lat. Ooh, my bum cheeks are burning. We got legs and core tomorrow. Ooh. These glutes, we're going to want to pay attention to back tomorrow as well. Lift those thighs. Lift them up. Oh, it burns. Whew. Trish, you sweating, girl? Almost there. You can drop that down and push it up. So again, if you are using the bands, you want to stand up. We're moving into this exercise. For those of us that are using dumbbells, I'm going to put this 35 right here, more so on the outside edge of my mat. Okay, I'm going to lay down. What we're going to do is, dumbbells are here. You can rest your head or keep it elevated. I'm going to ask you to pull slowly and then press up. Right there. Go ahead. Pulling slowly. So again, I think I may use the 30s only because these dumbbells are metal and because the floor is concrete, I'm not getting enough resistance from the floor. Although I am really focused on pulling the elbow out, moving the scap, and flexing those lats nice and wide. So we're working on the wingspan on this one. Right there. And you can put your head wherever you're more comfortable. I'm going to do lighter, but because they're rubber, right? A little bit more resistance because of the material. You get over here. Perfect. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Oh yeah, that's way worse. And by worse, I mean better. Push it up. So those arms are at full extension. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh my God, okay. Give me a sec here. Oh, I can feel my lat and my scap. This is just like, oh my God, Trish, this is totally like a lat pull down on a cable machine. Okay, so I have never done this move before. Squeeze it. You're trying to keep that elbow out and pulling around and through to contract. This is brilliant. You can feel as soon as you start that pull, I want one more. As soon as you start that pull, oh my God, I'm getting excited. The arms are extended. As soon as you start that pull, right in here. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, I'm happy. Yes, this is so tough. I can feel just even that get-go of the contraction. This is why I like this one side at a time. And then that reverse push up. Because when you're on a cable machine, it just takes it away from you because the weight stack is going back down to the ground, right? This one you have to leverage. I am definitely leaving skid marks on the floor here with the dumbbells, but you know what? I know that I can vacuum this up. Oh my God, I am so happy right now. This is tough, and I can actually feel, oh, I want one more on the other side. I can feel how the muscle, I can smell the rubber burning. I can feel how the muscle, oh, I'm getting a flex. Oh, stop. Yay! I just felt I can feel the muscles getting a little bit fatigued too. Oh my God, this is the best. Now, right here. Yep. Okay, I'm just sitting in my happy spot right now. Right here. And full extension up. Okay, this is getting tough. I have not done lat pull downs in months, right? Because I've been doing the dumbbell. But this is, oh, I love it. It's so isolating. My spine feels happy. My chest is pressed into the ground. Ain't got no issues here. Come on, dumbbell. Come on. This is so awesome. I love it when my muscles fail. Come on, you're going to finish that off. Okay, get out of here. That was awesome. Okay, last exercise, front rows. If you need to, you can sit. If you want to, you can stand. I love front rows because I love the range of motion it gives us. So, oh gosh, Kate, you want to try 25s? Okay, I mean, worst case scenario, we just drop it down, right? Fair enough. We're going to tip in the hips and pull into the hips right here. I think I'm going to do alternating right here. I can definitely feel my low back having to work pretty tough on this one. Not that it's, again, when I say that stuff, it's not because I feel like my back's going to pull. I can just feel like my range of motion is a little bit shorter. So before I drop down from these 25s, I'm going to stick with alternating. Chest is up. I got that a toque look going on here. I ain't got time to worry about no toque. I'm building a back muscle right now, Harold. Chest up, head between shoulder blades, tuck the tailbone, roll up. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the seat. Let's push that toque down. I'm pretty sure it's going to fall. This is my Anishinaabe ASCII Nation toque. I love this toque. One of the Grand Chiefs gave it to me when I was up north. Forward fold, and here. These sneaky seated ones, they always make it a little bit more challenging. Pulling on the outside. I don't think I'm happy. I think I'm happy here. Yep, I don't think that my forward fold was any better seated. And because those dumbbells are coming from behind, it was more awkward to get the dumbbells around my quads. Come on, Kate Durst, let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, settle down. I really like this workout. I love that we came up with some new stuff. I love that we started with an exercise. Oh God, Trish, let me put these down for a second. I think I might have to go 22.5s. I'm just kind of nervous. I'm not nervous. Settle down. I'm just kind of aware that my form might be turning to garbage, which is like nowhere that I want to go. Forward fold. And here. So again, the lats are popped. You know what I think it is, man? I think just the muscles gassing out a little bit here. Okay, let's go. Shoulder blades into spine, right? Don't let them fall away from the spine. I can feel my shoulders. Yes, my eyes are closed right now. I can feel my shoulders working so hard. My traps. 10 seconds, let's go. Round 3, we only got one more to build the back, then we get to go eat. Do it for the eat, right? Oh, tuck the tailbone. Just gotta put those down for a sec. Oof. Oh my God, what a day 16, man. Do some twists here. Open up that back. Okay, let's rock and roll. Pick up those dumbbells. We have 3 seconds left. Okay, do your best. Tip it and pull it. Okay, so we finish together. So you finish together. I know the forward fold is tough. I know that low back worked for us. I also know that we are determined, right? Yeah. So shoulders are back. Everybody's struggling in their own capacity right now. That's why we keep showing up. Okay, let's go. What can I tell you? 15 seconds left. Form, pull. Form, pull for 10. Let's go. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Almost there. 3 seconds. We're going to tuck the tailbone. Ooh, net it. Standing cat-cow, hands on thighs. I want you to tuck your tailbone. Oh, that feels good. Pull up your spine. Reverse it, gaze up. Push your belly to the floor, tailbone flares out. Reverse it, tailbone, low back, middle back, upper back. Head to gaze, into belly. Head gazes up. Chest pushes forward, belly, tailbone flicks out. One last one. Tuck it. And exhale. Bring it up. Watch your back, okay? Tuck it. Stand tall. Nice. We pull that arm around the front. Whew, my heart rate's up. Nice. That was a good Monday. That was nice. Legs and core tomorrow. Stretch it out. 2 more hours together in this series, right? 4 more days of 30s. Up and through. Whenever you do get to this program, can you just give yourself a pat on the back and say, I'm fucking awesome. Jesus, right? All those steps forward, ladies, gentlemen, people. Okay, we don't focus on anything that we didn't accomplish. We focus on stuff that we did accomplish. Shoulders roll back, roll forward. If you can't roll back, elbows go back. If you can't roll forward, tug them forward. Okay, continue to stretch. Some stretching hangs would be great, right? On a door frame, hanging backwards, opening up that scat. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. The lats. I love that move. Again, you can see a little bit of the dumbbells left behind, but hey, it was worth the sacrifice. And I cleaned the floors here anyway, so I'll take care of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow. Legs and core. It's going to be a gooder. I'm just going to let you know that all your core is weighted and standing with your legs. So get prepared. Time to go eat. See you, Giver.